Gotta get to platform 5 quick. It's absolute madness. Just left my map at the first tourist information I went to.
So I did get lost for a little bit. Oh yeah, I have no idea where I was. I'm on the side of the motorway.
Hello everyone.
Hello.
So today we are doing something a little bit mad and we're racing back to Doreen in Norway from separate locations across Europe. We're currently at London Stansted Airport. We came back for Paloma's graduation. Yeah! Congratulations again.
Thank you.
That was yesterday, and today I'm flying to Milan in Italy.
And I'm flying to Rodez in France.
We set up some rules for this just to make it more interesting and a bit harder for us, and they are...
Number 1, no flying. Number 2, no phones or social media to plan our routes. Number 3, friends can only help us up to a border and we have to contact them, they can't contact us. Number 4, no more than 3 train tickets. Tickets can include more than 1 connecting train. Number 5, budget of £350, which is the cost of a flight back from each of our locations.
Paloma is starting 2 hours ahead of me because she has an extra about 200 kilometers or so to make up. So she's about to take off right now and she's bricking it. She's not normally very scatty, but she's like, ooh.
I thought I missed my flight and that's just like completely pushed me over the edge.
So have a nice flight.
Thank you.
I'm gonna win.
So we're just turning off the notifications.
Oh, keep Spotify on, right? Messages. What's out of here. You too.
Plane. It's like goodbye to Chris. Feels really weird not travelling together, but exciting. We had to say goodbye to London, hey?
I think they just said my flight has been delayed by 20 minutes as well. Lovely start. Nervous already about this time in advantage. Paloma's got like 2 hours on a Saturday afternoon. She can organise probably some pretty good travel in that time. She might already be on like a sleeper coach or a fast train like halfway through Europe. Right, time to take off. Wonder if Paloma's even still flying.
Just arrived in Rodez, heading into arrivals. The fact that it's a really tiny airport means that there is no buses that go into the town, so I'm either going to need to hitchhike, which I don't know if it's safe enough, or try and book a taxi, which is going to be about €25. Yeah, je suis allée à Norway, is that? No, Nordique. I just met a really, really lovely taxi man. We tried to speak French for a while and then I realised that we both speak Spanish and had a really nice conversation. He actually gave me like €10 off my taxi journey, which was really good. Thank you, David, if you're watching. I just arrived at the train station and I'm going to have to try and find where I can go. I think there's one to Paris, but it isn't till 10 p.m, so let's go try and find that. Ooh. That was a bit, I did try and speak French, but they didn't want to listen. Can't believe this is actually happening.
Landed. It's 5 p.m. local time. Gotta get through customs. Big ass queue already. Right, through customs, that's super easy. Now what the hell do I do? Let's figure it out. Guys, am I meant to do this with or without the conversion? I always forget. So my initial idea is to try and get to Europe in Switzerland. It's quite central. Gotta get through the Alps though. Switzerland's an expensive country. Might waste a bit of budget. I don't know, I'm gonna see what the buses are like.
So this beauty is going to get me to Paris and it is going to be my accommodation for the night as well. However, it did cost me £89, so not so good. I'm finding it really hard to just not reach for my phone to do a map. I managed to find this great little map which has been really helpful because our big maps don't have the tiny roads. I have until 10:48, so I'm going to basically walk around the town, do some sightseeing, which is like super frustrating because I just want to be going. So let's see what Rodez has to offer, hey?
Right, let's pick that up. Just left my map at the first tourist information I went to.
so I am knackered. I've been trying to find a supermarket, really difficult to find one without Google Maps, which is hilarious. I didn't realise how useless I was.
There goes my coach. So I went to an information desk and said, how do I get to Zurich? And it's like, oh, probably have to get to Milan and then have a look at your options. I was like, okay, how much is the ticket? 12 euros. Boom, card got rejected. Just got that cash out, so that was really good. Paid by cash. And then I went to get on the coach and literally there was 2 people before me. And they got on and she said, the bus is full, sorry, you have to wait. I was like, what? I was like, oh please, I'm in a big rush. And I was trying to smile. And she was like, let me ask the driver. And the driver went, nope. So I've got to wait another 20-30 minutes. Oh man, this is about to start. I wonder how Paloma's doing. I bet it's been well more straightforward for her, right?
So I did get lost for a little bit. I'm now trying to find a river because it's really hot and it doesn't seem to be a single supermarket in Rodez. So we're going to go down here. There's apparently a little river down here according to Mr. Map. Right, let's go.
Right, so on the coach, 1 hour to Milan, and then figure out my options from there, whether it's bus or train. It's like an oven in here, I'm sweating cobbles. I'm actually going further away in kilometres from the final destination, so I feel like it's an awful start. So here we go, waited in that line for like an hour. There are no trains till tomorrow morning. I can get to Basel for 102 euros on the train. Leaving like 7 in the morning. I think that's too expensive. It's gonna ruin the budget overall. I feel like I need to make a move. The woman at the desk was very nice. She said I could try getting the metro to Lampignano. And I might be able to get more connections there, maybe a night bus. So it's getting a bit late in the day, it's 20 to 9. Night buses will be leaving soon, I imagine. Let's see.
I found a little spot that was overlooking the rest of the city. It had a really nice bench that I could watch the sunset go down. There was a couple that came over and they were watching the sunset with me, and one of them in French was like, oh, it's a nice sunset, isn't it? So we had a really good little conversation in very broken French. They were laughing at my inability to speak it, lol. And it was just really nice. As it got a bit cooler, people started to come out, and it really got a bit of a sense of the community that's out here. It was quite a magical little moment there and quite a refreshing day. Yeah, I haven't actually travelled anywhere yet, but it's been really good to kind of be out on my own again and to be approachable. You have to throw yourself out there a little bit more.
Liverpool in England. So I met a guy called Duplex and he was getting a bus to Frankfurt at 9:50 or so. It's well late now, it's like 10:30 or something. But it said online when the ticket guy went to do it, there was no spaces, but I spoke to the guy on the bus and he's going to see if there's a space for me. And that'll hopefully get me to Frankfurt about 4 AM instead of God knows when, so let's see.
We are about to set off in about 10 minutes time, and hopefully I'll be in front of Chris by the morning. Hi, Paris. How are you doing? I'm trying to run because I bet you Chris is in front of me. Ah!
Right, good morning from Frankfurt. How are we doing? Annoyingly, we went through the Swiss mountains at night, and that was the part I was probably most looking forward to seeing because everything took so long in Milan. I was speaking to a girl on the bus called, is it Zofia, sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong. And she was telling me Germany currently has this train ticket which you can get any non-mainline train for €9. It's like an ongoing ticket. So It's actually just one ticket and it'll get you anywhere in the country for, is it like 12 days or something? I can't remember, but it's obviously going to take me a lot longer if I get this €9 ticket, because there's going to be lots of changeovers and the train's going to be slower and less direct. But I'm thinking that might save me money when I get into Denmark and Norway for what I imagine is going to be more expensive travel, but I have a feeling she's further ahead than me, so if I take the slow line, is she going to get even further ahead of me? Might get me to my next destination, which is Hamburg.
Okay, so I'm trying for Hamburg, and coming from this station it doesn't seem to have anything, which is really annoying. The tickets were like €400, so that's completely out of budget. So I'm gonna have to try and find the auto bus and see whether or not I can find a coach that's going to go to Hamburg. Okay, so I've made it to the metro after a very forced conversation with the guy. I've got a ticket. I'm going to try and get to the coach station. I'm finding is that everybody is really booked up, so I'm not 100% sure that I'll be able to even get a coach to Hamburg there, but we'll try it. If not, then I'll try and get to a different city. But yeah, time's running out.
€9 ticket.
Okay, so I've made it down to the metro. I think I've lost my ticket though, so that's going to be interesting on the other side. This is going to Olympiads. I need to go to Bercy. Wish me luck. Oh, false alarm. I found it. I think that's what I need. Gare is station right. Okay, so I've just seen something that I recognise. Flixbus. I've used in France before for cheap coaches, but you do normally need to buy them online, so let me have a look. And by having a look I mean going to the station, not looking on the internet. Okay, so I'm at the Flixbus place. The bus that I wanted to get literally just left, and there was a really big queue, so if the queue wasn't there I would have got there. So currently waiting for the Flixbus to see. I tried BlaBlaCar and they could only get me to Dusseldorf for €60, which is probably not enough, so let's try this one. Okay, so that was really, really successful. Well, kind of. I haven't been able to get anywhere to to Hamburg, but I have got a ticket in an hour to get to Amsterdam, which is going to get me in for 7:15. Hopefully then from Amsterdam I'll be able to get over to Germany. I'm just hoping so. I guess you probably could. It cost me €51. We're getting there. I really have no idea what Chris is.
So I've just met Mary on the train, and it's Zenaida. Oh, thanks, Zany. That's easier to remember. They just gave me some mango from the Philippines, right?
Yes.
Thank you very much. And in return, they get a Liverpool badge.
Yes, I'm a fan. Yeah.
She's a fan of Liverpool. Would you believe?
Yeah.
I'll be eating mango later for my dinner.
I'll watch you.
Oh, thank you.
I'll watch it.
My new mum packing my bags for me. Oh, look at that. How good is that? It's like a little package. Oh, please, go on then.
So I've just spent €8.46 on some foods, and I'm gonna just first actual meal of the trip, which is ridiculous.
I'm in Fulda and I'm on train number 2 of 6, and it feels very slow, but it was 10 minutes late setting off, and the changeover time between the second and third train is 10 minutes, so I'm not sure whether I'm going to make my third connection. I'm probably going to have to run when I get off the train and hope for the best.
And I'm off. Just got on to the coach to Amsterdam, so it's going to be 8 hours.
Got to get to the platform 5 quick. Got like 2 minutes. Which way? This way? Right, there's a train on platform 5, but I think it's the one before mine. I think the one I need's got a 5-minute delay. I think. Let's hope I'm right.
Okay, so I'm in the middle of Belgium, I think. I actually don't know. We're just stopping for half an hour for a toilet break because the toilet on the bus is broken. I really, really, really hope I hope he's okay and I hope he's well, but I hope he's had something that has made him stuck. Because I really need this time right now.
Right, that train's disappeared off the board. I don't know what, if it's just been cancelled or gone to a different platform, but I don't know what to do.
I have no idea where I am. I'm on the side of a motorway.
It's absolute madness. It's probably the most lost I've felt yet because it's 4 in the morning and there's no buses yet.
I'm trying to run for it.
He's standing here sweaty with a sign saying Stavanger on it. I've no idea whether the race is even still on. But I'm running. I am running.
There she is.